Welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Elite Metal Football to get in, or baseball to get into. Before we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live and live. Also mention no purchase safe. Link down in the description. All right, box number one. Good luck, everybody. Peyton Toll, 4-7. Gavin Turley, 73/99. AJ Gracia, 40/49. Jason Churio, 19/35. Carter Holton, 15/49. Jefferson Rojas, 5/10. And Connor Griffin, 3/6. Jalen Flores, 8/49. Jesus Mate, 49/99. Tommy Troy, 3/3. Dale Strawberry, 4/10. Braden Taylor, 1/6. Max Bellew, 1/1. And Vaheva Aloy, 1/25. Jeremy Rodriguez, 9/49. Rock Chalosky, 92/99. Brady Evil, 14/15. Trent Caraway, 18/25. Ethan Petrie, 23/35. Gavin Turley, 3/15. And Seth Hernandez, 8/10. David Shields, 70/99. Chase Burns, 4/49. Ryan Sloan, 1/1. Quinn Young, 1/1. Peyton Toll, 17/25. Owen Hall, 7/10. And Travis Bazzana, 5/10. Rento Sasaki, 5/5. Caden Bodine, 83/99. Walker Yanek, 5/5. Theo Gillen, 3/3. Seaver King, 1/5. Ryan Bald-Schmidt, 1/8. And Jace Laviolette, 4/25. Jacob Cozart, 67/99. Nolan Souza, 4/10. Kellen Lindsay, 18/25. Kalen Culpepper, 18/49. Franklin Arias, 7/49. Edison Brito, 18/25. And Tim Raines, Vince Coleman, Otis Nixon, triple auto, 13/15. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those three guys. Any of those three guys. Walker Yanek, 30/49. Johnny Damon, 52/99. Caden Bodine, 18/35. Cam Conarella, 6/7. David Shields, 6/35. Brody Brecht, 4/6. And Charlie Condon, 6/7. League football is up next. You're in the right spot. Malcolm Moore, 17/99. Thatcher Hurd, 63/99. Trey Phelps, 12/15. Juan Nunez, 7/7. Griff O'Farrell, 10/15. Rock Chalosky, 5/8. And Zaire Hope, 1/4. Box number 9, Max Bellieu, 62/99. Cash Mayfield, 36/99. Tyson Lewis, 3/7. Braylon Dowdy, 11/49. Echedri Vargas, 19/25. Jamie Rodriguez, 11/25. And Ethan Conrad, 2/25. John Kruk, 5/25. Carson Benj, 1/1. Luke Holman, 5/10. Liam Peterson, 13/25. Levi Sterling, 3/3. Kyle DeBarge, 1/1. And Rentaro Sasaki, 19/25. Noah Schultz, 5/99. Ethan Petrie, 80/99. Alejandro Rosario, 19/25. Caleb Lomavita, 10/10. Trey Savage, 30/49. Cash Mayfield, 7/15. And Samuel Basayo, 44/49. And final box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Echedri Vargas, 91/99. Levi Sterling, 40/49. Christian Moore, 18/25. Bryce Rayner, 25/25. Brandon Sproat, 4/10. Hagen Smith, 3/3. And Dontrell Willis, Levan Hernandez, 4/6 dual auto. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of our randoms. Coming up next, we do have 2025 Leaf Metal Football Jumbo. Stick around if you are in that. Peyton Toll, Gavin Turley, AJ Gracia, Jason Churio, Carter Holton, Jefferson Rojas, Connor Griffin, Jalen Flores, Jesus Made, Tommy Troy, Darryl Strawberry, Braden Taylor, Max Bellieu, Vaheba Lloyd, Jeremy Rodriguez, Rock Chalosky, Brady Evil, Trent Caraway, Ethan Petrie, Gavin Turley, Seth Hernandez, David Shields, Chase Burns, Ryan Sloan, Quinn Young, Peyton Toll, Owen Hall, Travis Bazana, Rentaro Sasaki, Caden Bodine, Walker Yanek, Theo Gillen, Seaver King, Ryan Waldschmidt, Jace Laviolette, Jacob Cozart, Nolan Souza, Kellen Lindsay, Kalen Culpepper, Franklin Arias, Edison Brito, Walker Yanek, Johnny Damon, Caden Bodine, Cam Connorella, David Shields, Brody Brecht, Charlie Condon, Malcolm Moore, Thatcher Hurd, Trey Phelps, Juan Nunez, Griff O'Farrell, Rock Chalosky, Zaire Hope, Max Bellieu, Cash Mayfield, Tyson Lewis, Braylon Dowdy, Echedri Vargas, Jeremy Rodriguez, Ethan Conrad, John Kruk, Carson Benj, Luke Holman, Liam Peterson, Levi Sterling, Kyle DeBarge, Rentaro Sasaki, Noah Schultz, Ethan Petrie, Alejandro Rosario, Caleb Luvita, Trey Savage, Cash Mayfield, Samuel Basayo, Echedri Vargas, Levi Sterling, Christian Moore, Bryce Rayner, Brandon Sproat, and Hagen Smith. And headed to random.org. Dontrell Willis and Levon Hernandez dual auto. And Tim Raines, Vince Coleman, Otis Nixon triple auto. Alright. That is it for baseball. We're going to head to random.org real quick and knock these two out, and then we're good to go for 2025 Leaf Metal Football. Back then, just a second. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 6 times on the random, starting off with Dontrell Willis and Levon Hernandez. That is 5 times. Final rope. Dontrell Willis coming out on top. Congratulations. And next up, Tim Raines, Vince Coleman, and Otis Nixon. That is 5 times. Final rope. Otis Nixon taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for baseball. We'll be back in just a few seconds with 2025 Leaf Metal Football Jumbo. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Football Jumbo to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and eBay live. Also, you know what you don't forget is that safe. Link down in the description. Box number 1, Ulysses Millie IV, press proof. Jackson Arnold, Brett Favre, Earl Campbell, and Samuel Brown, all out of 149. Darian Coleman, 3 of 7. Michael Tollefson, 3 of 5. Tate Reynolds, 7 of 15. DJ Uigalele, 4 of 4. Ty Hawkins, 8 of 12. Nick Harbert, 1 of 3. Kyron Drones, 1 of 15. Avery Johnson, 11 of 25. And triple auto, Billy Edwards Jr., Dylan Jones, and Trek Kekahuna, 15 of 20. Box number 2, Dylan Sampson, press proof. DJ Lagway, 2 of 25. Ryan Wingo, Austin Simmons, and Jim McMahon out of 149. Peyton Thorne, 7 of 8. Caden Durham, 4 of 5. Tyler Cherry, 1 of 5. TJ Finley, 3 of 8. Jabari Brady, 12 of 15. Brady Cook, 1 of 1. Brady Allen, 3 of 15. Cam Coleman, 2 of 7. And Tim McMillan, 2 of 5. Jamie French, press proof. Jerome Bettis, 24 of 49. A Ryder Lions, 1 of 1. Oscar Delp, 10 of 10. Roman Wilson, out of 149. Jackson Arnold, 4 of 8. Keegan Croucher, 3 of 3. Le'Veon Moss, 7 of 12. Hank Brown, 1 of 1. Phillip Bell, 8 of 8. Evans Vaboda, 2 of 10. Jaden Wilson, 2 of 3. Ryder Lions, 1 of 2. And Chris Henry Jr., 3 of 12. Ryan Wingo, press proof. Nico Marshall, out of 149. Kyron Drones, 40 of 49. Devon Dampierre, out of 149. CJ Carr, 12 of 49. Aaron Anderson, 4 of 5. Trevor Jackson, 12 of 20. Garrett Green, 3 of 7. Taz Johnson, 1 of 10. Johnny Football, 11 of 15. Luther Burton, 4 of 7. Dylan Sampson, 6 of 8. Ryan Wingo, 4 of 7. And dual auto, Cade Klubnik and Christopher Vizina, 1 of 1. Luke McCaffrey, press proof. Travion Henderson, Malachi Nelson, Elijah Haven, and Graham Mertz out of 149. Ellis Robinson, 1 of 1. James Simon, 3 of 15. Justice Haynes, 2 of 2. Caleb Jackson, 1 of 1. Derek Baker, 6 of 12. Kendrick Law, 2 of 5. Demarcus Davis, 2 of 4. Brady Hart, 4 of 15. And Faison Brandon, 7 of 25. Faison Brandon, press proof, 1 of 1. Jared Curtis, Ty Simpson, Jalen Daniels out of 149. Darian Menzel, 1 of 1. Daquan Felton, 2 of 3. Achilles Smith Jr., 1 of 1. Elijah Surratt, 1 of 10. Jordan Faison, 10 of 12. Nate Frazier, 6 of 8. Zion Chris, 1 of 1. Peyton Houston, 1 of 5. Ryan Williams, 7 of 15. And Cam Ward, 9 of 12. Andrew Raplaya, press proof. Andy Reid, Faison Brandon out of 149. Ricky Collins, 1 of 5. Chris Henry Jr. out of 149. Mike Singletary, chalk it up, 8 of 10. Dylan Jones, 1 of 4. Rashad Amos, 1 of 4. Maverick McIver, 4 of 7. Lawrence Arnold, 4 of 5. Braden Dorman, 4 of 10. Jordan Davison, 3 of 5. Dari Mensah, 4 of 10. And Will Howard, 3 of 3. And final box to break. Good luck, everybody. Press proof, Amari Huggins Bruce. Woody Marks, 1 of 7. Mark Gronowski, Blake Corum, Luke Altmaier out of 149. Blake Corum, 1 of 1. Jeremiah McClellan, 3 of 15. Ethan Kaliakmanis, 7 of 7. Harlan Berry, 11 of 15. Elijah Brown, 7 of 10. Monterey Foster Jr., 7 of 8. Jaquez Petaway, 2 of 2. Elijah Haven, 3 of 10. And Jeremiah Love to close us out, 7 of 10. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Spending a little bit of your Wednesday morning here with us. Do have more of this up and running, so look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our randoms. For the hits, Jackson Arnold, Brett Favre, Earl Campbell, Samuel Brown, Darian Coleman, Michael Tollison, Tate Reynolds, DJ Uigalele, Ty Hawkins and Nick Carver, Kyron Jones, Avery Johnson, DJ Lagway, Ryan Wingo, Austin Simmons, Jim McMahon, Peyton Thorne, Caden Durham, Tyler Cherry, TJ Finley, Jabari Brady, Brady Cook, Brady Allen, Cam Coleman, Ted McMillan, Jerome Bettis, Ryder Lyons, Oscar Delp, Roman Wilson, Jackson Arnold, Keegan Croucher, Le'Veon Moss, Hank Brown, Phillip Bell, Evan Svoboda, Jaden Wilson, Ryder Lyons, Chris Henry Jr., Nico Marshall, Kyron Jones, Devon Dampierre, CJ Carr, Aaron Anderson, Trevor Jackson, Garrett Green, Tez Johnson, Johnny Manziel, Luther Burton, Dylan Sampson, Ryan Wingo, Travion Henderson, Malachi Nelson, Elijah Haven, Graham Mertz, Ellis Robinson, James Simon, Justice Haynes, Caleb Jackson, Derek Baker, Kendrick Law, Demarcus Davis, Brady Hart, Faison Brandon, Jared Curtis, Ty Simpson, Jalen Daniels, Darian Mensah, DeQuan Felton, Achilles Smith Jr., Elijah Surratt, Jordan Faison, Nate Frazier, Zion Chris, Peyton Houston, Ryan Williams, Cam Ward, Andy Reid, Faison Brandon, Ricky Collins, Chris Henry Jr., Mike Singletary, Dylan Jones, Rashad Amos, Maverick McIver, Lawrence Arnold, Braden Dorman, Jordan Davison, Darian Mensah, Will Howard, Woody Marks, Mark Gronowski, Blake Corum, Luke Allmeyer, Blake Corum, Jeremiah McClellan, Ethan Kalik-Manis, Harlan Berry, Elijah Brown, Monterey Foster Jr., Jaquez Petaway, Elijah Haven, and Jeremiah Love. For the press proofs, Ulysses Bentley IV, Dylan Sampson, Jamie French, Ryan Wingo, Luke McCaffrey, Faison Brandon, Andrew Aplaya, and Amari Huggins Bruce. And headed to random.org, Cade Klubnik, Christopher Vazina, 1 of 1 dual auto, and Billy Edwards Jr., Dylan Jones, and Trek Kekahuna, triple auto. Alright, that will do it for football. Thank you guys so much for being here as always. Gonna head over to random.org real quick and knock these two out. We'll be back with that in just a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice, give it to your how to be valid for us. We're going to go 7 times on each random. Starting off with Cade Klubnik and Christopher Vazina. That is 6 times. 4 plus 3 is 7. Final roll. Christopher Vazina coming out on top. Congratulations. And next up, Billy Edwards, Dylan Jones, and Trek Kekahuna, triple auto. That is 6 times. Final roll. Dylan Jones taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for football for today. We are on to 2024, putting the NT NASCAR in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. And we'll be back with that shortly. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 the NT NASCAR to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know if we go live and eBay live. Also, going to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Thanks, Manini. Don't even need to cut this. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Austin Dillon, William Sawalich, and Austin Dillon for the White Sparkles. Alex Bowman, 38/49. Daniel Suarez, 3/25. Kaz Grolin, 19/25. Casey Kane, 80/99. Brad Keselowski, 46/75. Chris Bell, 34/99. 6/10, Ernie Irvin. Jake Garcia, 27/49. Jamie McMurray, 29/49. And Carson Quapple, 33/49. Box number 2. White Sparkles for Chase Elliott, Terry Labonte, and Chase Elliott. Carson Osavar, 11/25. Dale Jarrett, 20/49. Ryan Blaney, 52/75. Brittany Zamora, 71/75. Clint Boyer, 13/25. Dual patch 1/1. Laundry tag patches. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jimmy Johnson. Boom. That is sick. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those two guys. Chandler Smith, 20/49. 2023 Prime, Brandon Jones, 12/99. Noah Gragson, 2/10. William Byron, 1/10. That's a big sweat, that it is. Box number 3, Connor Mossack, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Bill Elliott, White Sparkles. Greg Biffle, 30 of 35. 2 of 10, Rusty Wallace. Denny Hamlin, 22 of 25. Daniel Dye, 70 of 75. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 15 of 25. Jumbo patch booklet. Jimmy Johnson, 53 of 99. Zane Smith, 3 of 25. Todd Gilliland, 9 of 10. Dual auto. Eric Jones and John Hunter Nemechek, 37 of 43. That'll also be headed to random.org at the end of the break. And Ross Chastain, 12 of 25. Final box of the break, box number 4. Good luck, everybody. Last of the white sparkles. Carl Edwards, Martin Truex Jr., and Martin Truex Jr. (11 of 13), William Sawalich. Kyle Busch, 30 of 49. Sam Mayer, 42 of 99. Sammy Smith, 25 of 25. Dual patch, Jesse Liv and Austin Hill, 80 of 99. Haley Deegan, 32 of 99. 36 of 99, Brennan Poole. Tommy Joe Martins, 34 of 49. Dual auto, 24 of 99, Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher. And Kevin Harvick, 20 of 29 to close us out. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our multitude of randoms. Some sweats bigger than the others, but there's definitely one Mac Daddy of sweats. For the hits, Austin Dillon, William Sawalich, Austin Dillon, Alex Bowman, Daniel Suarez, Kaz Gralla, Casey Kane, Brad Keselowski, Chris Bell, Ernie Irvin, Jake Garcia, Jamie McMurray, Carson Quapple, Chase Elliott, Terry Labonte, Chase Elliott, Carson Hocevar, Dale Jarrett, Brian Blaney, Brittany Zamora, Clint Boyer, Chandler Smith, Brandon Jones, Noah Gragson, William Byron, Connor Mossack, Rick Stenhouse Jr., and Bill Elliott. Greg Biffle, Rusty Wallace, Denny Hamlin, Daniel Dye, Jimmy Johnson, Zane Smith, Todd Gilliland, Ross Chastain, Carl Edwards, Martin Truex Jr., Martin Truex Jr., William Sawalich, Kyle Busch, Sam Mayer, Sammy Smith, Haley Deegan, Brendan Poole, Tommy Joe Martins, and Kevin Harvick. Jumbo patch booklet, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And headed to random.org. Dual patch out of 99, Austin Hill and Jesse Love. Dual auto out of 99, Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher. Dual auto out of 43, Eric Jones and John Hunter Nemechek. And dual patch 1 of 1, Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jimmy Johnson. Alright, that is it for NASCAR. Thank you guys so much for being here yet again. Select is coming out soon, so that's some good news. We're also going to have more NC. And coming up next, we have 2025 Leaf Metal Independence Day Multisport at the top of the hour, so stay tuned for that if you are looking for it. Meantime, we're going to head to random.org real quick and knock these 4 out. We'll be right back with that in a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Gotta roll some dice. Gotta through your high to be valid for us. Gonna go 4 times on each random, starting off with Austin Hill and Jason Love, dual patch. That is 3 times, final rope. Jason Love coming out on top, congratulations. Next up, Brad Kozlowski and Chris Buescher, dual auto at a 99. That is 3 times, final rope. Brad Kozlowski taking it home, congratulations. Next up, Eric Jones and John Hunter Nemechek out of 43 dual auto. That's 3 times, final rope. Eric Jones taking it home. And finally, the big boy, 1 of 1. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Jimmy Johnson, dual patch. That is 3 times, final rope. Dale Earnhardt Jr. coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for NASCAR. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Independence Day Multisport here in just a second. Gonna get that set up and get to go. We'll be right back with you guys shortly. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Independence Day Multi-Sport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, BMC.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know if we go live and eBay Live. Also mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Box number 1. Hines Ward, 2 of 2. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, 1 of 4. Nice little start. Fran Tarkenton, 4-4. And Katie Ledecky, 1 of 1. Randy Johnson, 1 of 1. And Dylan Harper, 2 of 2. Box number 4. Dave Casper, 1 of 1. And the 4 of July. Jade Cargill, Hope Solo, Cameron Brink, and Amanda Nunez. 1 of 1. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those 4. Michelle Akers, 1 of 1. And the 4 of July, Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning. Boom. And that'll also be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those 4 guys. That would be quite the sweat. Hope Solo, 1 of 1. Christian Campbell, 1 of 1. Deuce Knight, 3 of 3. And Beryl Sanders, 1 of 1. Box number 8. Magic Johnson, 1 of 1. And Cam Skadaboo, 1 of 1. Box number 9. Peja Stojakovic, 1 of 1. And Bob Cousy, 4 of 4. And final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Gary Payton, 1 of 1. And Messi. Lionel Messi, 1 of 4. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. Really do appreciate it. Do have more of this as well as some Leaf Authentics, which is all on-card autos coming up. Look forward to having y'all back in here for some of that. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our randoms. We've got 2 of them. For the hits, Hines Ward, Giannis, Fran Tarkenton, Dylan Harper, Dave Casper, Hope Solo, Deuce Knight, Barry Sanders, Cam Skadaboo, Bob Cousy, and Gary Payton. Katie Ledecky, Michelle Akers, Randy Johnson, Christian Campbell, Magic Johnson, Peja Stojakovic, and Lionel Messi. And headed to random.org. Quad auto for Jade Cargill, Hope Solo, Cameron Brink, and Amanda Nunez. And for Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Wednesday, spending a little bit of your morning with us. Do look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. And to random.org we go. Let's knock these 2 out. All right, we've got Random the Dark pulled up. We're going to go. Got to roll some dice. Going to be your higher to be valid for us. We're going to go 7 times on each random. Starting off with Jade Cargill, Hope Solo, Cameron Brink, and Amanda Nunez. 1 of 1 quad auto. That is 6 times. Final roll. Cameron Brink coming out on top. Congratulations. And now, 1 of 1 quad auto. Patrick Mahomes, Dan Marino, Joe Montana, and Peyton Manning. That is 6 times. Final roll. Dan Marino taking it home. Congratulations. All right, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. We look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.